Hello everyone and welcome back. My name's dustinkreis and today we're going to do a segment that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do much longer. Nintendo Power will be closing shop in December of 2012 after, 24 years of publication. That's almost a quarter of a century, and for me to say that, it's been with me my entire life, I'm getting ready to turn 30 in November, it's not that, it's not that crazy to say that this has been with me my entire life. And to see that it's gone away is really kind of a sad thing for me because, back in the day, there's no real good way of telling you guys how awesome it was to get this magazine in the mail and how much, when you get it, it'd have your name on it and it was yours, and as a kid that was insane. And then you just open it up and you would find all this information in there and you would just covet that information because it was going to be another month before you got another issue, and it really made you a lot more excited about things than I think today does with its with the internet, and it's, you can just find information galore out there on things. It really made you a lot more excited when you had to wait for that information, and it's really kind of a sad thing that we're kind of moving toward this type of society where we're not going to have physical printed media anymore. It's all going to be on the internet. It's all going to be computerized, digitalized, and easy to change, and it kind of scares me a little bit. It kind of makes me think it's going to be 1984 with them always changing the news. Are we at war? Are we at war against Oceania or East Asia? I don't know. It keeps changing. So, but if we have physical printed media that's hard, hard copy, you can't change this right here. It seems a little safer. I don't know, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, for some reason, Nintendo just ended it. They didn't say, let's do digital magazines. They just said, you know what, let's end it. And I think that was because the subscription was down to I want to say it was down to 500,000 people were subscribing, which is a pretty small number when you really think about it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this here. I will miss Nintendo Power. It's been my friend throughout the years. I'm really sad to see it go. And I think in the UK, the UK's version of Nintendo Power, which is Nintendo Games or something, I can't remember the name of it, it's also folding. So magazines across the world are just disappearing, and it's a very unfortunate thing. So let's go ahead and get into this here. Of course, cover story here, Pokemon Black and White 2. I have never really gotten to a Pokemon game. The only Pokemon game I've really played for any length of time was Yellow, way back in the day. And it never really lit my fire. I don't know what it is about Pokemon, but I'm not a big fan of it. So I don't really care. So this issue, I've actually looked through this issue, and to be honest with you, it's not that exciting of an issue. There's not very much in it to get crazy about, but there's something to get crazy about. Last story. I think this is the first time I've talked about this advertisement after I've played the game, and I will say it's a great game. Just don't go into it expecting Xenoblade again, and you'll enjoy it. So here, the first thing, here we got the Pokemon White and Black 2. Sega All-Star Racing Transformed. The penultimate Professor Layton game. There's going to be one more game, and then the series, I guess, is going to be done. So it's nice to see. I like my series to continue. There's a series that I really want another game in, but it's nice to know when the creators, they have the taste to finally say, you know what, let's let this rest for a little bit. So there we go. And then Zero Escape: Virtue's Last Reward, the sequel to 999. And what is that? Oh, that's Madden 13. Who cares? Bit Trip presents Bit Runner 2: The Future Legend of the Rhythm Alien. So for you Bit Trip people out there, there you go. Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U preview, and New Super Mario Bros. 2. Oh God, the dogs are going crazy. I've tried to film this video about 8 times now, and it just keeps getting interrupted between the dogs chewing on squeak toys, my wife calling me, my mom my mom calling me, it's just like, it's impossible. Something out there, you know, they don't want me to make these videos anymore because Nintendo Power is folding, so I won't be making Nintendo Power anymore. So, it's just, where am I going? Okay, the score. And they must be doing these for all the Mega Man games because now it's Mega Man 6, and the coolest weapon is the silver tomahawk. And 78% people prefer Solid Snake to Naked Snake. And this is that kind of surprised me. The game most people are interested in the Kirby 20th anniversary is Kirby 64 Crystal Shards. That actually really kind of surprised me. Because I think I'm more excited for Kirby's Dream Land 3. I've never played that on the Super Nintendo. And I'm really looking forward to a lot of the games on there. Do you want to get a 3DS XL system? Maybe. But I also have a regular 3DS is 47%. No is 32%, and yes is 21%. So, you know, I really think that the 3DS XL should have been the first fucking system. And, you know, Nintendo, I understand why they do it. I mean, you know, hardware changes and things like that over the years. But I really think that the XL should have been the initial system. And I don't know why they think, oh, let's release a really small one again and people will enjoy that. And then we're going to sneak in that big one. You know, I mean, it just reeks of you know, kind of exploitation. So, anything else cool on here? Have you ever wondered what Kirby tastes like? No. Which version of Punch-Out do you prefer? 46% prefer the Wii version. I guess that's Punch-Out, not Super Punch-Out. Okay, I will go with that. Yeah, if Super Punch-Out was in here, I'd say Super Punch-Out, but I've never played the Wii version, so I'm going to have to do that. I don't know if that means the Wii console version, the Virtual Console version, or if that means the actual Wii game. Interesting. Wii U ready for some football. So for you Madden fans, there you go. Wreck-It Ralph. I've heard a lot about this, and now that I've seen this picture here with like M. Bison and, you know, Saget and Robotnik, you got Bowser there. Anyone else that we readily recognize? Not that I can see offhand, but yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. I've heard rumors of this game or this movie, and I kind of saw a preview for it. And I was like, oh, that seems kind of, you know, tongue-in-cheek, but not really something I want to see. But now that I see they're actually incorporating like real video game characters into it, I'm really wanting to see this. You know, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go check this out because it seems like it's not Pixar. Pixar's not doing this, but it seems like an animated movie for the geek and all of us. So go check out Wreck-It Ralph. I think it's going to be kind of a good movie. The fight goes on. They're going to do a comic book of Street Fighter, or I guess Super Street Fighter. So there's some of the artwork there. Really nice, but I don't know. I just can't read Street Fighter comic books for some reason. And then, of course, we got, you know, how can you beat that? Throwing an enemy at the screen in Turtles in Time. Fantastic. And then you got a big thing here on Dr. Robotnik. So, for all you Sonic fans out there, some nice information about the main bad guy. Enter the Dragon. Big thing about Dragon Quest X here. Apparently, it's around $12.75 a month in Japan for a subscription, which that is okay with me. I would pay that over here. I'm really getting kind of excited about this. I think this is going to be an MMO that I can really get into and really enjoy. And I already have some people who are saying, yeah, man, when it comes out, I'll get it and we'll play. So I think that's my main problem with MMOs is that I get on there and I don't know anybody on there. And I'm like, well, you know, screw this. I'm going to go back and play a different game. But if I actually have people on there that I know and enjoy playing games with, then yeah, that's going to be awesome. So I don't know if we're going to get the Wii version. I figure it's going to be a Wii U game, which is okay with me because it'll give me a reason to buy the system. But I'm really looking forward to it. And then, oh, this is actually pretty awesome. The comic books for Sonic and Mega Man, they're going to be doing a crossover. So for you guys out there that, actually, that's a kind of a weird, sort of a weird comparison there. You know, Sonic is blue, Mega Man's blue, Proto Man's red, and Knuckles is red. Interesting. But, yeah, if you're all you comic book fans out there, there you go. You finally get to see Mega Man in something again. It seems like we're never going to see that cat again. Legend in the Making. This is an article about the Symphony of the Goddess tour, which I just did Distant Worlds, and if I would really enjoy going to this as well. Although for some reason, aside from a few, played over and over and over themes in Zelda, a lot of the music kind of slips my memory, and most of the music that I remember is actually from Link to the Past. So it'd be interesting to go to, but I might not recognize all the tracks. I don't know. I've played all the Zelda games, but I just have a hard time recognizing a lot of the music sometimes. There's that damn Ocarina ad again. Jesus, get over it. Metal Gear Solid Risk. That seems pretty awesome. I'm actually, I played Risk back when I was a kid, but then I've not played it for a very long time. So Metal Gear Solid Risk seems pretty awesome to me. And of course, these are actually pretty sweet, and I imagine insanely easy to make because you only have to make one mold and then just color it different. But the ninjas from Mortal Kombat, I actually kind of want to get those, so I'm kind of on the lookout for them. I might have to just order them off Amazon. But I don't know. I've always loved the ninjas in Mortal Kombat, and yeah. Bit Trip Runner. So here's some screenshots. I think this is, let me see here. This looks like the Wii. Sorry, out of frame. And this looks like, well, maybe it's all on the Wii. I don't know. Yeah, Wii console and 3DS handheld. So there you go. More stuff on it. And, I mean, on the one hand, I'm really sad about Nintendo Power leaving. But on the other hand, like, I don't know. I can kind of see why, because covering just one system, there's not a lot of news for the Wii every now and then. So 3DS console lineup, you get Harvest Moon GBC and Mystical Ninja. So those are actually two things I'm going to be looking out for, because buying Game Boy games is really hard for some reason. Like only a few places carry them, and it's usually the same games you see over and over again. And I don't know what it is. I just don't like buying them on the internet. I don't know what it is. I have to buy Game Boy games like in person. So, Kid Icarus for the Game Boy is on there, and Kirby's Pinball Land, which surprisingly was not on the collection, but well, whatever. Legend of Zelda on the 3DS. Go ahead and go get that if you don't have it on the NES. Wario Land, or I guess Wario Land, Super Mario Land 3 is finally on there. And the only other thing on there that I think that's about it, except for like King of the Fighters. Although I would really like World Heroes Perfect, even though they gave it a grumble, or no, they gave it a So I love those old SNK games. Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U. By the time the Wii U finally comes out, everyone's going to have played Mass Effect 3, so I don't really know, I guess, but there's going to be new modes in it and stuff like that, but for the most part, I think everyone who's wanted to play Mass Effect 3 has played Mass Effect 3. So, it kind of seems like the Wii U starting up is coming late to the game, and I don't know why they're getting so excited for all these ports for the launch lineup, because everyone's going to have played those games. So, I mean, I don't have Batman Arkham City yet, so that might be a purchase on that system, but, maybe not. I don't know. Epic Mickey 2, Power of 2. This is the Wii version, which I'm more excited for the 3DS version, but I will probably pick this up as well, because I did enjoy Epic Mickey. I need to go back and finish it, but I did like it. Lego Lord of the Rings. Now, I know a lot of people are really excited about this. I have a couple friends that are Lego fanatics, and they should definitely get this for their respective consoles. But I'm still waiting on Lego Star Trek. I don't think we'll ever see it, because Hasbro, I think Hasbro's doing the, what is it, was it Kino or whatever they call their Lego blocks, but I would love to see Lego Star Trek. Now, this is something that's really got me excited, and I need to go out and pre-order it. Maybe I'll do that today. Is Adventure Time, Ice King, Why'd You Steal Our Garbage for the 3DS. I love Adventure Time. It's just that my brand of wacky. And to have a game like this that mimics, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, I think that's going to be a great experience. I think a lot of people are going to play this, and they're going to go back and say, hey, you know what? Zelda 2 wasn't that bad of a game. It's just weird. But I can't wait to see. And you actually get some cool stuff. I can't remember. The collector's edition of the game comes with an exclusive steelbook case that is styled like the Enchantron. I can never say it right. It also includes a replica stylus of Finn's gold sword, and Finn and Jake's monster manual, and a poster map of the land of Ooh. So I'm definitely going to go and get that collector's edition because I love Adventure Time. FIFA Soccer, for all you guys that like to play sports games. That's the Wii U version. And see, you can like pick your plays or your positions and things like that on the screen. I have a feeling that like the Wii U's touchscreen is really going to be like the second screen on the DS, where it's just used for like menu stuff. Harvest Moon 3D, A New Beginning, a new Harvest Moon game for the 3DS. I don't know, I'm really scared that this series is going to get run into the ground like everything else, because it seems like every year they're releasing a new Harvest Moon game. And I mean, I guess they still sell enough to warrant releasing them, but at the same time it's like, geez guys, come on. Skylanders Giants. I have some friends that really like Skylanders. I've never gotten into it, but I hear it's pretty good. So, you know, unfortunately it's by Activision, and they're going to run that shit in the ground. So get ready next year for the next Skylanders game. And here we go, a big thing, Back to the Future on Black and White 2, which for all you Pokemon fans, you know, I don't really think I need to talk too much about this, because I think you guys have either made up your mind on Pokemon, whether you want it or not. You know, it's one of those. It's really one of those games you don't really need to, you know, promote too much. You just gotta say, "Hey, Pokemon, September," and they're like, "Oh, okay." So, Game Radar, and then here we go. Mario Kart, or not Mario Kart. Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed Mario Kart. Well, it's essentially Mario Kart, but yeah. And then down here you have all the racers, which Vice from Skies of Arcadia. That's cool. And who else is down there? Lost Vikings? Or no, Golden Axe. Sorry, Golden Axe. Golden Axe. Dianca Patrick. I hope that's a joke. Oh, here's the wish list. This is kind of cool. Mario. Wouldn't that be awesome to have like a Mario Kart Sega All-Star Racing crossover? Finally put that to rest. Why not? They're crossing all that other stuff over. How to Become a Gentleman. And here's another game I think a lot of people, you know, they've already been kind of sold on it. I need to go get these for my DS, but need to get into this series. But Professor Layton. There's the, I guess, the titular mask there. Betrayal is a Virtue. 999 sequel, Zero Escape, which they're actually, let me talk about that when we get to the page. Yeah, they're going to be re-releasing 999 with a different cover art to sort of tie it in with Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. So apparently this is going to be a direct sequel to that first game. So I need to get on that shit and play that. But I don't know how. I mean, I'm okay with them reprinting the game again. But now that they have a different cover art, I think that's you know, it's really going to separate the guys that bought it the first time around from the people that picked it up after you know, Zero Escape came out. Interview with the people. Like, just looking at these screenshots for the next game, it really makes me like excited to go back and play the first one, because it seems like much more than I thought it was going to be. Especially like, you know, people dressed like that. Like, why are they dressed like that? I want to know. So I'll play that sometime here. And interview with this guy who did a lot of wrestling games. I'm not really, I don't really care. Track and Field 2. Nothing really, you know. Usually I like the retro section of the magazine, but I'm not really excited about Track and Field 2. Don't know. And then here we go to the reviews, which is really, really sad this month, because it's literally New Super Mario Bros. 2, which I don't really care about, and the Kirby's Dream Collection, which I do care about and I will be picking up. And then that's it. That's right, in September there are only 2 reviews in this magazine. So it's kind of easy to see why Nintendo Power might be closing, because there's just, I mean, I don't know. It just seems like there's not any games coming out. Like the Wii's on its, you know, last legs. The DS is, for all intents and purposes, done. The 3DS is trying to pick up steam, and the Wii U hasn't come out yet. So we're like in a transition period for Nintendo, and I don't know, it's just kind of like growing pains, I guess. And nothing really is discussed there. Now, I always love this stuff, and I'm going to be so sad to stop seeing this stuff. But look at these costumes that these people have made. I mean, it's just beautiful stuff. And I mean, I could never put that much time into it and make something like that. It's just, it blows my mind that people are able to do this. And these are awesome. And I think these are just, yeah, these are just figures that some guy sculpted. I mean, they're a little off, but when you really kind of look at them and say, holy crap, you know, look what he's doing. Or they're doing. I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a man or a woman. It's a woman. There we go. Sorry, it's a woman. But you know, everyone loves Chrono Trigger, and those are just fantastic. And then here's some pretty pictures of some stuff that fucking glare. You know, just some artwork. I like that one. I really like that one. I would purchase that for, you know, putting in my room, the Nintendo and the Sega Genesis high-fiving. I think it's awesome. That's awesome as well. A Nintendo Zapper, it looks like Han Solo's gun. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Steampunk Mega Man. Steampunk Mega Man. The year is 18XX instead of 19XX. I wouldn't mind having that either. And then, this is awesome. One of these is a real Game Boy, and one of these is a Lego Game Boy. Figure out which one's which. And then next month, we're going to be talking about Rayman and the Wii U and all that hey. So hopefully these last 3 issues are going to be better than this one. I was actually pretty unimpressed with this issue. It didn't really have anything in it that I really cared about except for a couple things. But hopefully as we get towards the end, now that the decision's been made to close the magazine, they will start doing some more retrospective type stuff, looking at Nintendo Power throughout the years. I think that'd be really awesome. And I hope they get to do something like that. And I hope the last issue is about 3 times the thickness. That'd be so sweet if the last issue was just like friggin' huge and just took you through the entire history of Nintendo Power. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I'm still working on some games, working on Final Fantasy Dimensions, working on Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. And I'm also working on a series discussion that I don't really want to talk about until I put it up. But would you kindly join me for that when I put it up? So anyway, guys, the dogs are going crazy. I'm getting off here. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.